Okay, so first up was the planning phase. Using stone, I began building out rough shapes to sort of get the size and scale of how I was going to build everything down. I didn't want to go too big, and I think I found a nice middle ground for the size in the end. I also planned out the small section that goes around the outside and sort of connects everything in a way. For the first rock, I think they're rocks, I'm not really sure. Anyway, for the first one, I built out the shape using stone again, so that I could then use the replace tool of the Axiom mod to just paint the texture onto it. I also built out a little bit of the other rock to get the shadow in place for me to base the texture off of. I came up with a pretty simple gradient to replicate the colours of how it looks in the show Adventure Time. During the texturing process, I tried to base it off the lighting and add the shadows using the blocks, if you get what I mean. Now that I knew what I was doing, I repeated the same process for the rest of the rocks. I made sure to change up the texturing to match how the lighting was on each one. The Citadel is a pretty cool location in Adventure Time, and I wish we got to see a bit more of it before it gets destroyed. I think it would have been interesting to learn more about the Guardians as well. Their designs were pretty cool. At this point I felt the big rocks were missing something, so I tried adding a layer of glass around it, with a small gradient from pink to magenta and purple glass. I think this really helped to match the way they look in the show, so after the first one I repeated it over all of the remaining rocks. Now all that was left was the small rock cube going around the middle. I had already planned it out earlier, so all I had to do was add in some texture. I also decided to add in a layer of glass around it, like the larger rocks. I'm not really sure if I like it or not, but I do think it looks better than when it didn't have the glass. I just think that it could be improved is all, although I'm not sure how. Anyways, thank you for watching. This was a shorter one, but if you enjoyed it, consider leaving a like and subscribing. It'd be greatly appreciated. Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon, which is where you can purchase this build along with all of my other builds, link in the description. Let me know what else you want to see me build in the future, and with that, I'll see you in the next one, gamers. Goodbye.